for another puzzle room. I'm here with my lovely team. Hey guys, how you going?
Hey, good.
Ready to solve some puzzles? Ready to have some mind-bending time? Okay. Richard, you've got some puzzles for us. Bring them on.
Oh, he puts the glasses on. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's serious.
It's going to get serious.
Yeah, it's serious.
Some detail here, some special detail. I'm going to share the screen. Don't know why let's do it. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
I can.
Oh,
Well,
no,
not
just lost it.
Oh, no, you can't. I go to the wrong one.
There it is. Got it.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Back on this.
We'll get that one out in the edit. So the instruction is, what's the best move for white?
White is in trouble.
White's in trouble.
White has got a lot on its plate. What's the best move for white? Wow. Let's have a think then, guys. Let's not fall into a trap.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
a nice one. It's a nice one. It's a nice one.
Nice.
Oh, already? Hang on. Does that mean there's a checkmate going on?
No.
Oh, yes, I've seen it. I've seen it. No? Are you seeing it?
I think you've all go on then. Who wants to I thought that would take a bit longer. I thought you'd be working out ways of defending. That's what I was looking for. But well done. Who wants to explain? Anyone?
I can do it. So white is in check by red. Like the red queen in a4 is putting white in check, and the black queen in c3 is like a big threat, because I mean, if it goes to a1 is a checkmate then, and I mean, I didn't calculate, but probably another very damaging possibilities as well. So white needs to get out of this situation, right? And what white can do to get out of check immediately is either taking the red queen, or like even blocking with the horse, which doesn't, or with the bishop, which doesn't seem like a very efficient way of getting out of this situation, right? But I think the best way is doing the beautiful checkmate, when white puts red on checkmate on b12. The queen go all the way up, or yeah, b12 needs to be b12, right? And then you put red in check, covers all the possibilities. The red king has nowhere to go, because all the squares are threatened by the white queen, or blocked by their own pieces, which is like c10 and d11. They're blocked by the red bishop and the red rook. So it's a checkmate. And white gets to keep the red queen, which is really nice too, like a nice bonus out of this.
Very nice.
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this, where the queen kind of covers the lines and the diagonal and gets this little hidden square there. It's always very nice situation. Very good. And very quickly done. So we'll move to the next one, and we'll see if that challenges you a bit more. And the situation here, so this is, okay, the question here is, what should white do on its go? Doesn't have to be specific, but it needs to avoid something. There's some danger here. White needs to kind of be mindful of something on its move. It's white's move, and it has to be mindful of something.
Mm.
And I have to say, the red and black are zombies. That's quite
red and black are zombies. Yeah, that was weird. Like the kings next to each other, like someone is a zombie here, right? So green. So who is in the game is green and black, right?
Whites and green are the only players. It's white's move, but white should do something now.
Sorry. So it's white and green. They are the players, right?
White and green. Well,
so white is a checkmate on red, right? If it uses green, the green king is the backup, doesn't it? But then it's going to lose the queen on the next. I get very confused with kings. No, doesn't it?
But you're saying that it's got the checkmate on red with the white queen on b10.
Yeah, because the green king backs it up.
Yeah.
In the next move, the green king will take the white queen.
I think that's true. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
You'd be mindful of not wanting to lose the queen, I guess, but
That wasn't that is something, but you would lose the queen, but you'd get, you're in a good situation anyway. So that is something you could do.
Is it to avoid black getting the checkmate on red?
black's a
Black
zombie.
as well.
Oh, black's a zombie.
So I guess if the green king goes to b12 in that current situation, is a checkmate. Or no, sorry, no, because you still have it's c12, right? c12 is a checkmate. If the green king goes to c12 in that current situation, is a checkmate because the white queen covers b10.
Yeah.
Right.
Bingo.
So I guess what
you show us the movement, Richard.
Oh yes.
Complex.
If the green king goes there, and then red king is in check, can't go here or here, and of course the green king can be there because it's red's a zombie, and can't go to any of these squares, and then the white queen is covering b10.
Okay. So it has to avoid that.
Yeah.
So I guess moving the queen
just away.
Maybe. What about if you put the white queen on h12? Is that not checkmate for white?
It's not, but it's a nice position because it does block the green king from.
Yeah.
No, but then it gives away the checkmate because then the green king goes to b10, and then it's a checkmate for the green. You see?
Or b12.
That's true. Yeah.
But hang on a sec. Why isn't that white up there a checkmate? Because
because it can be blocked. No.
This is
it's a checkmate. It's a checkmate.
So yeah.
That's nice as well. So there's two checks. I found out a lot in this puzzle beyond what I was looking at.
The real puzzle was you guys understand.
We all learned a lot in this puzzle because this was a real game, and in the game, white moved the rook across and put the green in checks and sort of doubled down on covering beat. And then green king went to here, and it was like, wow, green, who has nothing, is now back in the game. So definitely don't want to do that. But you're right. I mean, both those things are checkmate for white. So very good. Well puzzled.
Yeah, it's confusing when there's a zombie involved, right? But it's good to remember about the whole zombie situation. That
Oh wait, sorry, shouting. If you go here, is that a checkmate?
That's very confusing. That's very confusing. That's very confusing because I mean, first of all, in that specific situation, the bishop can't because the white rook is blocking it. But it doesn't matter because you cannot take in I think the rules, you cannot take the king. Like the king is not taken. So when you're a zombie, even if you're like attacking the king like that, even in that situation, it will be a checkmate because the red could not possibly take the king, right? So even if the king is protected, like I'm not being able to express myself clearly.
No, I get
because
you.
it's confusing. But you get what I'm saying. Like you cannot take the king. You cannot take the king.
Really good in a zombie situation then. Kings are really good in a zombie situation because often the problem is that there's all these pieces can take you, but this is great.
But you're saying the king can't take the king.
No, like any piece can take the king. Like even if this rook was not there, was like, I don't know, d6. If you go with the queen all the way up, then it still is a checkmate because you cannot take the. You
can't take the king unless
you take a king, right? If a king is next to each other,
why can't you take the king? Why?
Because
the only way the king goes off the board is in a checkmate situation.
Oh, right.
It's-
Okay.
It's the idiosyncrasy of the zombie checkmate king
Yeah.
situation.
So
Well, we all learned a lot there.
it's good to remember about the zombie rule because it can be a little bit confusing, right?
Wait, can we summarize what we're saying though for viewers? Because I find myself still confused. So one of the rules that we remembered that is not zombie relevant, I guess, or maybe, is that you can't just like take the king and make it disappear in this situation because it only disappears in a checkmate. And then the other zombie related rules you guys were saying, can you restate what they were so people know?
Well, I think one thing is that the king couldn't be in this situation without red being a zombie. The king can't move into a position where it's in
check. Yeah.
And that's why the king can't then be taken, because the king can't be in, he's either in check or is checkmate. So that's one of them.
Zombie, you'd have to think of zombie pieces as acting sort of defensively, but not offensively, basically.
Yeah.
So you can put yourself in these positions because they're not offensive players anymore. They're just sort of like theoretically defensive.
But trickily, they can't be defensive against the king.
Yeah.
That's the trick. That's because
it's not a checkmate.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Richard. And then you said there was another takeaway.
Do I have another? I don't know if I have another.
There we go. We got one.
Well, I hope everyone's thoroughly confused by this puzzle.
Confusion brought to you by the puzzle room.
We'll bring another zombie puzzle in a few weeks' time. Let's see if anyone's learned anything. I feel like that's cool. I like that. I like the puzzle.
I think that was clear in the end. In the end, it was clear, right?
There were 2 checkmates available to white, but the main thing which I wanted was to not give the checkmate away to green. But all good. Well,
and in the actual game, did green get the checkmate?
Yeah, because like I was saying, the white moved its rook across here.
Yes.
And then the green
I wonder
away.
if that was the game that I was talking about before, maybe, yeah. Where they only had the king left and they managed to get the other army. Remember?
I do remember. I was worried that you were going to
come up with that.
I was playing this game though, so I felt like I was allowed to bring this as a puzzle, but I wasn't. I was either red or black, so I was a zombie by this point.
Oh.
I was a
great puzzle.
Viewer, thank you. I'll stop sharing.
Nice, that was great. That was mind bending. So well done. All right, great, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and we will be back in a couple of weeks with more puzzles for you, more mind-bending puzzles. So, yeah, see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.